Hey, everybody. I am Amira, mindset and intention coach, end of life doula, and anti racism student and educator. And today I wanted to really go into more detail about emotional labor and what that looks like. So for me, this is going to be a little bit of a personal memo as well. As I've been doing the work of anti-racism and incorporating mindfulness within anti-racism and incorporating self-love into anti-racism and incorporating radical acceptance into what is. I think that it's really confusing for people to understand. So I really wanted to try to articulate what emotional labor is. And for me, emotional labor is anything where you are trying to help or explain or educate a situation, and whoever you're speaking to is either arguing back, or you're having to repeat the same information over and over and over and over again. And with me personally, because I have such strict boundaries for my personal life, I hear often, Amira, you just want things to be done your way. You just want people to do things your way. And I think it's important to explain this because, first of all, when you are someone who holds boundaries for yourself, it is your way. That's the point of a boundary. That is what boundaries are for. It's for you. It's for your peace of mind. It's for your growth. It's for your whatever the case is. So in my situation, because I am an intuitive healer, because I spend a lot of time in the community and doing a lot of training and education and emotional labor, just in general for what I choose to do with my life, it's really important to keep up my energy and to keep up my own anxieties and depressions. I have to have very strict boundaries when it comes to dealing with emotional labor. So for example, for me, emotional labor is anything. It could be with my husband, having issues within our marriage. It could be within family. It could be with anything. And so for me, my tolerance window is very short, like this. And I have radical acceptance of the fact that I'm dealing with heavy anxiety right now. I'm dealing with heavy depression right now. I also recognize that because I look like this, people, even my own husband, struggles to see my anxiety when it's really, really deep. Because I'm not one to come to someone and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm depressed. Oh my gosh, I'm loathing." I go within. I do the internal work. I reach out to therapists. I do the things. So it's really hard for people to see when I'm really, really struggling. And I'm in a phase of my life, honestly, where I could do that radical acceptance of knowing I have zero patience for anyone in my personal circle. If I have to do any type of emotional labor, if I have to do any type of like dealing with anybody else's stuff that they're not aware of that they have, and it's being put on me in any way, shape, or form, I'm like, I don't deal with it. I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with anything outside of my work and the things I do and all the things. It doesn't mean that I'm a horrible person. It doesn't mean that I won't get to a place later when my anxiety is less. I have lots of things in place in my life right now that I understand why my depression is so heavy right now. I understand why my anxiety is through the roof right now. I have real actual life experiences that are happening and going on that cause sadness and depression, right? I also recognize my gut health is crap right now. I haven't been taking my supplement line, my gut health supplements. I haven't been taking them in over 6 to 8 months. So I'm aware, I have radical acceptance in what is happening, right? And when I feel jealous or when I feel hurt or when I feel something, I have radical acceptance of what's going on so that I don't spew my insecurities and those body sensations on other people. So I just want to explain with emotional labor, we all get to decide what level of emotional labor is, and what and which capacity we want to deal with emotional labor. And for me, I have zero capacity to deal with people's emotional issues or things or judgments. I have very, very little patience. And having radical acceptance in what is in a way that is loving and nurturing to yourself is key. It doesn't mean that I still don't struggle and have moments of like, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? But the more you know yourself and the more you know your own intention and your own heart, no matter who is saying something to you, whether they're blood, whoever, you've known them for 50 years, no one else can make you waver and who you are and what your journey is and where you're going. So I hope this resonates with someone. If you'd like to set up an intention session with me, go to intentionmindset.com/let's talk. Have an amazing week. Talk to you soon.